How are you, man?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. Very good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
I'm
making
now.
time, man.
Yeah, sorry for this for changing the schedule, but I wanted to be here. Like in the production, it's pretty cool. In the frame
Yeah, it
production,
looks
so
awesome. Do you work every weekend there?
every Saturday, yeah. But we have like 4 shifts, so we have 3 regular shifts and the weekend shift. So we are working all the time, like 24/7, 7 days.
I thought you were building your frames in Bosnia, right?
Yeah, and that's in Bosnia. Yeah, this is in Bosnia. So actually, I'm from Croatia
Uh-huh.
originally, and I was born there, and I got to Germany in 1991 as a refugee. And yeah, because in Bosnia there is the people speak same language like in Croatia. We have our production here because of the labor costs, etc.
All right, man. So let's start with your story. You gave already some background in the, on your
Yeah.
recording now. It's really nice,
Okay.
but yeah, I would like to know how you start with the bike. I know that everything starts with your BMX and your passion and all that, but from there to get the step you are today, it's like a huge jump. So if you can tell a bit us.
Yeah, so I was riding like as a kid a lot of a bike. Gave me like a lot of freedom. I just need a bicycle and nothing else, and I just can go out and visit my friends and go in downtown and somewhere else. So for me, the bicycle is kind of a vehicle for freedom. I feel now same. So I've ridden a lot of BMX in the 90s. I had like a GT BMX thing, so I have still this bike in hanging around in my company.
The
So and
trophy.
yeah, as a trophy. So and then I studied and I started working for BMW in a project software integration, and I felt that it's not my thing. I don't like the cooperation thing, and I don't like this cooperation mentality. And so I ordered from the US a cruiser bike, an stretch cruiser. I waited like for 8 months for it,
Oh,
and the quality was really poor. I mean, it was like this Chinese thing, this Asian thing, and then I tried to build an frame by myself, just like as a hobby. Then we produced one frame, then a second frame, and it was pretty cool. And I loved to weld and use and be like this
so you had
handcrafting
some
thing.
welding experience before, right? I assume.
Yeah, actually, yeah. My family runs an company, welding company. So we produce like parts for trains and parts for machines and parts for, I don't know, for some big machines. And I also studied like mechanic engineering.
Mhm.
So I'm pretty technical guy. So yeah, we started to start to weld frames, and then I got some cruises 2003 or four at some events like cruiser events, and the people asked me for the frame, and I saw that there is like a demand for it. So we started to produce like 3 frames a week, and then it get bigger and bigger. And then we started the first company I started called Pimp Garage. So this company was like, I mean, I was 21 or 22. So we have been almost kids there then. No idea about business, no idea about anything. Just like this was insane. And we started to sell frames, and then we teamed up with a company here in Bosnia who was able to produce like 10 frames a week. So it's
It's a
like really a
lot,
lot.
a
So we
lot.
don't we don't have these fancy welding machines and this milling machines and I don't know like we have now, and aligning tables to make it really professional. So we haven't even aligned the frames after the welding. So it was like they're like,
That's
but
weird.
yeah, I mean same like Sam did like when he began, and then we produced and produced, and then the first cycle of this custom bike cruiser thing showed up in 2005 or six, so that everyone was really crazy about this cruiser bicycle. Nerf was there, like Electra was really exploding, and we have been like this custom bicycle guys who tried to be like the big business guys. and we have been kids almost.
Well,
So this was pretty wild time. Yeah, it was a wild time, right? So it was like the base of this bicycle entrepreneurship here and there. Back then, I teamed up with wrong people, and so I exited the company. I escaped from the company in 2007 and got back to my family's company, this welding thing. And 2012, I feel the urge to do something new, to get back in this bicycle business, because this industrial business actually sucks because it's not that creative. And then I started Ruff-Cycle just as a hobby again. So we started with some new frames, and that was the second cycle, I would say, in 2014, in this whole industry or niche, where so many shops popped up, and so many events like this got really big. And then we started with frames and parts and tires and everything. So it went really crazy also in the US, because in the first cycle in 2004 in the US, it wasn't that famous. I mean, cruisers have been famous, but not this parts and frames. And the good thing is, we had this time in this cycle, we had like the social media.
Yeah, I remember I got my first frame from you in 2013, and your website was basically frames, and like highest quality frame we could get in Europe, like red frames and things like that. It was awesome. And I can see that from there, like step by step, your website started growing. You have parts and have a lot of different stuff. At the time, you have merchandise and frames and like not as many parts you got today, and it was already really cool. And in your social media was booming. That's true. It was really nice. And now you got e-bikes. And
yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm ambitious guy. So and also the business is pretty weird. So when you run business as a business and not as a hobby, like most people in this niche are running this business as a hobby, right? Then you can't stop. Actually, if you stop, it's like riding a bicycle to run a business. If you stop, you fall down, right? And you fail. So you need all the time to grow. I want to make that, and then tires and frames, and we have like here now machining, CNC machining parts and this and that. So yeah, it was pretty cool. And back then, didn't have to invest money in social media to reach your people, right?
Right.
Now it's pretty hard to get attention in social media. You need to invest tons of money to get the attention of the people out there. So yeah, right. Now we are Ruff-Cycles is like a really serious company. We have like, I would say more than 70 employees at 3 locations. We are, I would say we are after Electra, the number 2 in the market at the moment. And yeah, and we are growing. We are entering new markets in the next few months. We are bringing new bicycles also for our heritage or original business, like non-electric. We haven't forgot this business.
The segment, yeah. That's something I want to talk to you. 2 things. One, I recently realized that you're kind of changing the image of the company. The logo, you have the RC that looks really cool and something new. And the new, the Ruffian videos, actually all of the videos are going to another direction. It's really, as user or consumer, I can see that it's taking another direction. And where are you heading to?
Yeah, actually Ruff-Cycles is, like most owner-driven companies, is developing same like the owner is developing, right? So first it was like an hobby. Then it started to be ambition more and more. Then we saw some opportunities. So that got some opportunities like electric bicycles. So it was really, really cool to see that so many people who love custom bicycles, who are not able to ride them or to build them, to give them the chance to get on Ruffian, for example, like lawyers or guys who can afford this kind of bicycles. So, and my goal is, like, for most custom bike guys like I've been before, the biggest goal is to build a really cool bike and make it fancy. This is pretty cool. I loved it as a hobby, but I've moved kind of forward in kind of my biggest interest is to bring cool products to the people out there. It doesn't matter if it's a cool stem or it's a cool electric bicycle or a cool shirt, right? But without to forget the heritage, right? The original business. So we came from the custom bicycle thing, and we will always stay there. We won't move. Of course, we have been busy in the last years to push new products. It's also pretty hard to get new product in this small niche because most people can't afford the really fancy fork for 300 euros, right? But the development of such a fork, if you produce them in a series, not a prototype, it's pretty money intensive. And we are now moving, we are getting like older and older, the company, more serious, more strategic. And now the logo changed for our new category. And this is the performance category. So we are opening a sub-brand in the next few weeks, you will see, and we are entering a new category. Yeah, with the new logo and new stuff. And also, I was always part of this videos and the content we have published in the last. Yeah, so now we change it. Now we are hiring cool guys who are much more pretty than I am and much cooler. So, so they can ride a bike and be like, I don't want to be like too much in the focus. So honestly, every time I get to a big event, like a custom bicycle event, it was also a stress because, you know, the people get a little bit drunk and then they every 5 minutes, everyone is like, yeah, so many people are trying to give me advice and let me know what is shitty at Ruff-Cycles, and I don't know. So it's like, so this is why I lost that interest as well to enjoy the rides, and I focused on my business. But of course, there are so many cool people out there. I'm not talking about everyone. I mean, yeah. So this is just like a pain in the ass, or was a pain in the ass.
Do you still work in the frame process, designing the new frames? Can we expect something new soon? And how does it work?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't designed any frame ever. I'm not a designer. I mean, I know what the people would like to ride, but I'm not a designer. So always, also in the past, when we only did the frames, I have like passion designers around me, right? So at the moment, I have like 4 designers, product designers, and engineers around me who are taking care of product design. So back then, when you're a garage company, a cool garage company, you don't have to care about ISO testing of insurance issues and so many other things. When you are getting bigger and bigger and you have like insurance and you are selling worldwide to 67 or 70 countries, you need to take care of so many parts because you can lose a lot, right? So, and now this is why we are like 4 or 5 people in the design process. And it always starts with my idea, like, okay, let's do a new frame, which is like a bobber frame or a stretch cruiser, or I don't know. And then this guy started the design pro.
Yeah, and one thing is cool because you give all tools for the users to customize their bikes, as you say, in the tank, everything. So it's like modular bikes, right? That's really interesting. And
yeah, this is why we try, like with the Ruffian as well, we try to give them like a base they can build up their bike, and with the technologies we own here, because there are so many people out there, by the way, worldwide. We sell a lot to Japan, we sell a lot to New Zealand, Australia, I don't know, to the whole world. And so many people are not in the social media or not in the communities, but they are really passionate about this hobby.
One thing I want to ask, how people can find your bikes?
If you are talking about, we have 2 kind of different of product groups. We have this heritage original stuff with the parts and frames, non-electric, and we have this electric bicycle thing. So we supply with electric bicycle, we supply more than 380 dealers worldwide with electric bicycle. So it's in Japan, it's in the US, it's in North America, in Canada, in Mexico, in New Zealand, Australia, I don't know, Russia, etc. But regarding the original business like parts and frames, we are only selling directly to the consumers. Because like I told you, in the cycles, they're like high cycles, slow cycles, there have been so many dealers out there who have been interested in this kind of products, and we supplied them and they sold it to the community or the consumers. But it's changed now. There is almost no one anymore at the market who are selling these products. I mean, you have Classic Cycle and you have like the Cruiser Shop and Sutter Street. I don't know. There are not that many worldwide. So actually we are selling 99% directly to the consumers. It doesn't matter where they come from. We can supply them from Germany, from our headquarters.
And how the e-bike thing started, because now it's very trendy and even the governments are pushing for e-bikes. And how did it got in? It started in 2016, if I'm not wrong, right? With the Ruffian.
Yeah, it started in 2016. I lost the bet, actually. I was not that confident about electric bicycles. So I lost the bet. So I need to develop a bicycle. Electric bicycle like the Ruffian. So we took the frame from the Bassman after we have taken over Project 346. We took the Bassman as a base, include a tank, and took the Bosch motor. And then at the show, it was insane. So this is how it started. And then I saw that the demand is there. And so we started with electric bicycles. And now we are doing like 95% of our revenue with electric bicycles. So it's huge. I mean, we are pretty big in this custom bicycle thing. I think there is no brand beside us there in the volume and sales, but actually 95% of our sales are electric bicycles.
Especially made in Europe. It's not easy to find them.
Exactly. So when, like I told you, this was a big game changer for us. I couldn't afford this big production here and these machines and all the stuff without this electric bicycle movement. And it's so cool because we are reaching not only this community, this core community, we are reaching every cool kid out there. It doesn't matter about his age or where he lives. Yeah, everyone can ride it and have fun with it worldwide.
Which one is the best seller, Lil'Buddy or the Ruffian?
Yeah, of course, Lil'Buddy is our best seller. But we are working now on 4 new models, electric bike. We will show at the Eurobike this year, and we are pretty exciting about it.
If we can have a walk in your shop, that would be really nice.
So you can see the welding parts and all the places where the parts arrive. So everything is like really lean, organized. So we are here in welding department. In one of the welding departments, we have here 3 different welding tables. So here you can see an aluminum frame. This is a new project. I won't show you now. Sorry.
Okay.
But here is, for example, a tango frame, which is going to be welded now. Here you can see all the parts hanging around and waiting to be welded by the guys. The next department. So here is a lining. Yeah, here is everyone is in a break. So in lunch. So this is why it's dark here. So you can see here all the frames are hanging around and waiting for the next step in the production process. Here you can see every single part of the production is pretty good organized and signed. Here you can you have some welding or thick or I don't know, they're pre-assembled the frame here. This is a hard time frame at the moment. It's one of our best sellers. And here you can see the welding jigs, pretty complicated constructions where the guys are.
But the frame, it's coming already aligned, right? Like pre-aligned at least.
Yeah, of course, everything. Yeah. So everything is aligned there. Then you can see, for example, here are all the parts of the frames, and here is the grinding department. So every single frame is reworked, and they grind all the. Oh yeah, exactly. So we are pretty proud of our weldings. Everything's pretty clear. And here is also part of the assembly. So here the guys assemble the wheels, and here is the final control of the frames. And afterward, it goes down to the powder coating. So we have an extra department with, I don't know, 17 guys cleaning and powder coating the frames and the tanks, etc. So
it's huge.
Yeah. So here it's more the dirty job, right? And in the other department, which is in another building, because we really need to be clean there.
And do you have any plans to to build some off-road electric bikes? I mean, because you are always selling legal electric bikes. I see all of them are 250. I don't know if you have any plan, for example, for 1000, or it's not something on your radar.
We won't do this. We won't also produce frames with throttles. So we try to produce bikes according to the laws, right? Because our customers or our clients are dealers, and if you can't sell bicycles which are not produced according to the laws to a big dealer. Yeah, this is why we stick really to the requirements from the European Union or the local requirement. We won't do it because it's not a big business, by the way. Most people want to be safe with this requirement, because if something happens, then you have some serious issues with insurance. Yeah, we will have like this original business. We will make cool electric bicycles. Like, we are working now on a big body, 26-inch. We will present at the Eurobike. We are working on some performance bikes. You will see in the next few weeks. And we will launch next year our motorcycle. It's finished 99%. We are just waiting for the homologation. So, and this will also be like kind of a coffee racer with the Bosch drive engine, but with the Bosch electric motorcycle engines. Yeah, you will love it. It's pretty cool. It goes like 50, 80, and 120 kilometers an hour.
Very nice.
So
that's
this is a big.
Can you just talk a bit about the partnership with Paul Jr. Design? Because that was something really surprising this year, and the bike looks great. And I would like to know if you have another bikes coming.
We are. I mean, Paulie called me last year, and an employee can get to me, the project manager, and told me like, there is a scammer. He's saying he's the guy from American Chopper. Can you talk? You want to talk to him? And I have like time. I was waiting for my kids to show up in the company, and I told him, yeah, let's make fun and let's talk to this motherfucker.
And it was him.
Yeah, and I took off my phone, and I was like, and he was telling me like, yeah, I'm Paul Jr. I'm this and that. Yeah. I was trying to make jokes about him, and then I realized it's really him. And then it get after 10 minutes, and I was like, wow, this is cool, because I mean, every one of us like grow up with this guy, right?
Yeah.
So it was like, I was stoked about his call. I haven't told him this yet, but I was pretty stoked. And then I teamed up, our teams teamed up, and then we decided to go with the Ruffian, with a modified Ruffian thing. So we have been talking every day about this partnership and about the vision of the partnership. So the first step was to create the Ruffian in a PJD version, and the second step is then to make a really cool bike with billet wheels, with aluminum frame, with like really cool stuff is coming in the next this year.
So we can wait for something brand new very soon.
I mean, some people in the community have been like a little bit disappointing, because they have been expecting something, I don't know, something big. But actually, when you are working on bikes which you want to produce like not one time, not 5 times, but 500 times, then this is a pretty big challenge to make it really good. So, but yeah, the teams are working pretty hard on a new bike, and the custom bicycle core guys out there will love it.
Nice. And do you have any intention to extend this kind of partnership with other designs? For example, I don't know, Jess James or whatever, to make one bike by another design and sell it? Because with the Ruffian, for example, it's a great product, man. I think people love it. Or is something not planned yet?
Yeah, we have some plans with some celebrities and custom builders all over the world, but it takes a long time to get in touch with these people, to convince them and to make it happen. It's not easy. I mean, you see, the modifications of the Ruffians are not that much, but it's really hard when you are doing it a series production, like a serious bulk production of such a product. it's a big challenge. Yeah, I mean, it brought Ruff-Cycles really to the next step. So I mean, there is no better partner in this motorcycle thing for Ruff-Cycles. It's like I couldn't imagine a better partner, which fits perfectly to our brand. But we are working on new partnerships, and we have some new ideas, and yeah, this is pretty cool, what is coming. But at the end of the day, we need to also to focus on our core business and produce. And this Corona thing, this has so crazy times for this bicycle industry. At the moment, when you want to order Shimano brakes, it takes about 650 days from ordering it.
Batteries as well, like Samsung.
No. I mean, Bosch is pretty
solid
in the solid, yeah. But I mean, forks is a problem, like suspension forks, like brakes and saddles. There are a couple of products which are like crazy. 2 years you need to wait. But we are lucky that we have ordered so many things for the next 3 years, so we are pretty good on it.
All right. Yeah, nobody was expecting
but
that,
crazy
right?
times. I mean, yeah, everyone is talking about bicycles, right? This is good for the industry.
Yeah. Now it's booming. Just to call it a day, we can wait for new frames, new bikes, new e-bikes.
So for the original, like the heritage business, you can expect a lot of CNC parts, a lot of new fork, the new regulator frame or bike will be non-electric, will be presented in the next few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. We are working on a big competition, so a big collaboration also in this thing, because we feel like we need to give something back to the people out there, or to the fans, or to the custom guys out there. And at the electric bicycle thing, we will bring out 3 new products till the Eurobike, and next year hopefully the motorcycle, and hopefully the homologation process is finished, and we can start. And
Great.
We are moving in a new big headquarters in September, so this will be pretty cool. So you are welcome if you want to visit us in Regensburg anytime.
I will someday, man. I really appreciate you taking your time, showing your company, and as well doing these great products you have been doing. That's fantastic. The quality is, we can touch the quality by the screen. It's amazing, man. I love your product. So thank you very much.
Perfect.
And see you next time.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. Take care.
Thank you. Bye. Cheers. Bye.